Hey, what's happening, you guys? Creative DWill here with Sweetwater, and today is an awesome day here in the studio, man. We're going to be taking a look at 5 different plugins, reverb plugins that I think sound amazing on drums that I've been using here a lot lately. So you guys already know what's up, man. Let's go ahead and dive in and see what's up. I got an instance of machine put up here on the screen, and let's go ahead and dive in and take a listen to this track that I'm making right now, and then we'll just pull up the different reverbs and do an A/B comparison to see how it sounds. So this is what the track that I'm working on sounds like. Right, so that's what our beat sounds like. The first reverb that we're going to take a listen to is Little Plate by Sound Toys. I absolutely love this plugin. Man, this reverb sounds so amazing on a variety of different sources. It's a plate reverb, and it's very, very simple and intuitive to use. It only has 3 knobs. You got your decay, you got your mix, you got your low cut, and that is it. Simple and straight to the point. That's what I like about it. So let's go ahead and take a listen to our drums really quick, just see what it sounds like with nothing on it, and then we'll bypass it and see what it sounds like with Little Plate on it. So this is what our drum loop sounds like. All right, so you can see that the drums are not sitting in a space. So that's where Little Plate comes into play. Let's go ahead and add this, boop, and unbypass it. And let's take a listen, and you'll hear how it just sounds like the drums are a lot wider and bigger and just sitting in a different spot. So you can hear that difference. It just literally made our drum sound a lot bigger. Now let's see what it sounds like in the mix. So I'm gonna go ahead and unsolo this. Boom, and let's play it back here really quick. See, again, it's not too overpowering. It's very subtle. You can feel the difference. You can feel like the drums are just sitting in a different spot. So Little Plate, make sure you guys go check out this reverb. This thing is awesome. I love it. All right, so next up on our list is ProR by FabFilter. Man, this reverb, just like their EQ, it is so easy to use. It looks daunting, but when you start to dive into it, the UI is very user-friendly. So one thing that I like about ProR and FabFilter in general is that they label their stuff in kind of like layman's terms. So this stuff, they don't make it complicated. So for your, for example, over here, we have our brightness. So if you want your reverb to sound dark, you can slide it over here to the left. If you want it to sound bright, then you can slide it over to the right. If you want to add just the different characteristics, lively, clean, coarse, it's so easy to do with Reverb. You got your distance over here. You got your space. This is really unique. So this space knob is just pretty much how big or the room that you want your reverb to sit in. So I got mine to like a little small, medium size. This would, I would guess, would consider medium, but I got it set to small, a little bit under medium. So your decay time is just the regular decay knob. You got your stereo width if you want it mono or spacious, and then you got your mix knob here. Like I said, typically I would have this on a actual effects and send it to all of my different signals. But for the sake of this video and for utilizing the machine, I got it directly on. So I'm gonna utilize this mix knob a lot more. Now down here, you got a graphical EQ that will show you what you're doing to the reverb. So you have your decay rate EQ, and then you got your post EQ down here, this yellow one. So let's go ahead and take a listen to it and just see how it sounds. I got a very subtle, a little bit of reverb dialed in, and we're just gonna take a listen to it. So this is what our drum sounds like without it. And this is what it sounds like with ProR. Now you notice that a help menu kept popping up. Anything that I go over here, this help menu will pop up and it'll show you exactly what this parameter does. I thought that was a really nice touch for the ProR. If you're looking for a reverb and you're just starting off, then this can be a very, very, very good companion to help you guys really understand what it's doing. So it gives you a description of everything, and that's super duper cool. Also, this plugin has a lot of different presets. It comes loaded with a lot of different presets. So you can just go in here, pick what you want. I'm on the pure plate preset, and then I just dialed it into what I wanted. Gave me a really good starting point, and I was able to dial that in. So that is ProR from FabFilter. Go check this one out because you don't want to live without it, because I know I don't. All right, so the next up in our lineup of reverbs is Crystalline by Baby Audio. Man, this reverb sounds so good. When this thing first came out, a lot of people in the producer community was raving about this just because it sounds real natural, and it sounds like it has a lush sound, a modern sound, and it's also very easy to use, kind of like the ProR and little plate, but it just gives you more control. You have your reflections side over here. You can dial in if you want it small, sparkle, width. It's just so intuitive, and it just names everything out for you. Now, this section down here is your kind of like your pre-delay and your decay. What's super cool about this, you can change it to milliseconds if you want to, or you can change it back to time values. So I got it set to 1/64 for my my pre-delay, and then I got it set to 1/8 for my decay time, which is super duper dope because now it automatically syncs to my tempo. So that's one of the huge benefits for this one. You don't have to kind of calculate and kind of find the right spot for your pre-delay. It automatically syncs to your tempo. This is our wet and dry knob down here. You can dial it in as much as you want to. And this feature right here is so amazing. I don't think any other reverb on the market has this. I could be mistaken. Let me know in the comment section. Do you guys know of any other reverb that has a sidechain feature like this ducker that's inside the Crystalline? But anyway, so like I said, this is a ducker. What it does is it actually allows your source signal, like my drums, to come through, and it ducks the reverb just until the drum signal go out, and it brings it back so you can hear that reverb on the tail end. It's super unique. So let me show you what this reverb sounds like on this track. So here we go. So this is without. You heard that it was actually ducking. When I actually pulled it back a little bit, it was bringing more of that reverb onto the initial signal. So that is super cool because initially, whenever you wanted to add that feature or to do that, you had to side chain your reverb to an actual signal or your drum bus, and it'll actually kick it down whenever it comes in. So that's super cool. So that is Crystalline by Baby Audio. It sounds amazing. It's an awesome, very usable reverb. Yo, the next up in our lineup is something that I think is kind of revolutionary and that's kind of taking over the game. The next two reverbs we're going to talk about, they have to deal with AI intelligence. The first up is iZotope's Neoverb. Yo, this reverb is kind of like revolutionary. What it does is it utilizes an assistant feature to dial in the reverb and utilize the signal that's coming into it to analyze it and creates a reverb based off of the specific parameters that you see fit. So let me show you guys how this works. Let's actually dial it in a little bit more. So I'll change the size right here. We want it to dark. And I want it to sound realistic. You got the wet, dry knob over here. Then I hit next, and now when I hit play, and you can hear that it analyzed my signal and created a reverb for me. Now, what's even cooler about Neoverb is that, yo, this thing blends multiple reverbs together. So you see I got a chamber right here and I got a hall, and it created those based off of the drum signal that was coming in. So here we go. This is what it sounds like. And you still have your pre and post EQ section over here with that spectrum, just like you saw in FabFilter. It still has that same feature. So you're not missing that if you get Neoverb. So this was super duper creative, and I really, really like how it sounds. I'm gonna just play it with the entire mix so you guys can get a feel for what it sounds like A/B in it that way. So let me go ahead and play this really quick. So you get the idea, man. This is crazy. Neoverb is definitely one that you guys want to add to your arsenal. All right, so next up, we have something that's similar to Neoverb, but it does it a little bit different. So we have Smartverb by Sonable. Man, this plugin is amazing. I really, really like it. It has those same features as Neoverb, just a little bit different, and it can actually scan and provide that AI or smart technology. I don't know, whatever they're doing. They got Siri over there doing something for them. I don't know. How you enable it, you just have to come over here, you hit this knob right here, and now it's just waiting for me to actually play my signal. So let me go ahead and solo this, and let's play it back here really quick. And it's doing its thing. Now I can come over here and I could dial it in a little bit more if I wanted to sound a little bit more natural. I can blend in between both of them, and you notice that whenever I make this move right here, it's actually changing these graphical EQs over here, or this graphical interface over here. So let me go ahead and play this back. So that is super duper cool. I'm falling in love with this plugin. This thing is awesome. So let's go ahead and see what it sounds like in the whole mix. All right, you guys, so that is pretty much it. Those are my 5 reverb plugins that I just absolutely love on my drums, and I use it a lot just to give me that space. If you guys want to check out any of these plugins, check out the links in the descriptions, or go over to sweetwater.com and you can find them there as well. But until next time, man, y'all keep being creative. Oh, also like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the future content that we're putting out. Also, leave a comment below and let me know what videos you guys want to see from us and what we can create for you guys. Till next time, keep being creative.